Yo guys, can you hear me? Hey man, sorry, can you hear me? Thumbs up. For some reason YouTube opened two different streams, so I have people here, some people in the other one. Oh man. Can you hear me guys? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Perfect. Give me a second while YouTube figures out that for some reason I know. Hey guys, what's up guys? I'm sorry. For some reason YouTube opened two live streams. One, the live stream never came up, and then this one is coming up, which is fine. It's all good stuff with YouTube. Anyway, Don Dimelo Baltimore. Boy 410. What's the B word? Let me see here. Yeah, do some dancing, man. You know how it is. This is the music. Luvalu, Nancy, Javon B, Josh Abrams, Terry, Randy, Tony Rodrigo. What up, my guys? We're gonna be starting in a couple seconds, actually. We're gonna be taking phone calls today. Hold on. I would like to hear all my hype Ravens fans, because God knows I didn't sleep much, but I was hyped. So that's for when the phone lines are open. Not now, but later. Oh, and then somebody told me, I should say this online, but 443-292-2337 for the people that are just listening. And you can check the promo we have for a watch party. Free food is gonna be good at Bluegrass in Baltimore, the Fairfield in Baltimore. Okay, my goodness. Renegade. Yo! Hopefully audio still good. Hopefully everything sounds good. Let me know if something doesn't sound good so we can take care of this thing. Chief Tron, what up, man? Carlos, I had a question. Where is Romo? Is he hiding? And why is he hiding? I don't know, man. Romo's in a Corona commercial somewhere. Travis, what's up? Team Keep It Clean, what up, man? Sean Henderson, The Run. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so obviously I didn't do my what I love and hated. The game ended up late. I had to wake up super early this morning, and tomorrow I had to wake up super early again. So, and Raven, that's not good, brother. I don't know, J1B. I think the only reason that it's not flex is because I guess somebody in the league wants to see the Patriots again. That's the game that is Sunday night. Yeah, me and Joe are in sync, Anyway, let's talk about what I love and hated. The only thing, look, I know I told you guys that I was going to bring you grade reports. The reality is in the past 2 weeks, I had nothing but just A's to give across. And I think that's kind of corny, right? Just for me to send you a link with my grade reports being A, and all A's, I mean, look, the Ravens dominated last night. They dominated in every facet of the game. Let me say the only thing that I hated was Matt Skura. Shout out to him. Hopefully he can have a speed recovery. You guys know I was very critical of him last year. This year, on the other hand, he has been playing good. He has been balling out. Really, really good play. Now, Makari came up and he was fairly good. And shout out to the coaches. Really good game plan. Donald looked like he was sitting on the bench. For all we know, didn't see him at all. Really good game plan. Rushed almost 300 yards. LaMarvelous. But it's easy for us to talk about this Lamar Jackson guy. That is the MVP. For me, is clear runner-up for their MVP. But let me say a big, huge shout-out to our defense. I want to make sure I get this right. Our defense has been balling out. Not playing decent, not playing good, balling out. So this team is going two facets. 340 pointers, right? And the Bengals game, whatever. And then we allowed, Bengals was actually the team that scored the most in the last 3 games. They scored 13. Under 7 points. This team is hot. I mean, the Rams are a team that it has been, contending for a playoff spot, but still, we went there to the West Coast and we took it to them. Shout out to Nubo. I see him somewhere here. Stop hating. He went to the game. It looked like he had a blast. He was trolling, so it's all good. Let me see here. Teams have had enough time to watch us. Yeah. Lamar's a young goat. Billy goat. Nothing to complain about when we're blowing people. Exactly. That's my thing. So me doing a report card it's just A's across the board. Look, special team. I didn't like the one. It was funny because he fair catch one that I thought he had a lot of room, and he grabbed one that the guy was there, but he made it miss. The guy looks explosive and shifty. I like what I seen for him. Obviously, J Tuck. I mean, it was all extra point. He had a 1 field goal, I think. Anyway, regardless, J Tuck was amazing, right? I mean, straight to the middle. I saw number 4, but I don't know who number 4 is in our team. I need to look for the depth chart because I seen this number 4 dude. I'm like, who's this dude? Backup QB? What is he doing there? Haven't seen him in weeks, and I'm forgetting his name. Anyway, number 4, I guess. Good for you. You're part of the team, right? Whatever you're doing, I wish I had your job. Let's put it like that because I can do what you. Well, no, I seen you holding those balls. Anyway. This team is crazy. This team is clicking all cylinders. This team is electric. The team is elite at this moment. This team is sensational. So, defense, look, Marcus Peters, again, balling out, a guy that we need to give an extension. By now, I've seen enough for him that he fits his defense. Judon, another good game for Judon. Yes, a couple people, and I said this before, well, the Rams they don't have a good O-line, right? The reality is in this league, not many teams have a good O-line. Rams don't have, Texans have an okay O-line, the Bengals have a horrific O-line, Patriots. Steelers are the best O-line that we have faced all year. Obviously, we didn't face the Cowboys or the Colts. They're my second, third best O-line. But we have a top 5 O-line. Shout out to our O-line. They are keeping Lamar clean for the most part. He got 3 sacks yesterday. 2 of them were definitely he held the ball too long. And I get it. Lamar usually makes those people miss. He couldn't make those people miss in that moment. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. I know Sam Cock. I know. Sam Cock, man. Shout out to him. He's a hell of a punter, but lately we haven't used him. We extending him. Sam, look, bro. We're extending your career. That's all I'm saying. We're extending your career. You have a front seat to this ride, which is just beautiful. Okay, saying that, let's say Ingram balling out. Hill, I tweeted this. Hill looked like the Hill that I have been waiting for, expecting him. Dude looked good yesterday. He was good. I mean, this Ravens team is so impressive. And my wife was in the chat earlier. And I look at her yesterday. I'm not used to this. Like, I remember watching the Rams and Chiefs, right? Just go 50 burgers and whatever. And me saying, man, we never had that offense, right? I mean, that was me last year. And then this year, seeing this offense, I'm like, this is not my Ravens. But not if I look at the other side, my defense is balling too. I mean, we said our biggest weakness was pass rush. And the past couple of weeks, Judon, and hey, shout out to Sack Daddy. I know he doesn't have the sacks, but pressures are getting there. He's getting there with the pressure. Bowser's getting there for the pressure. But I will say, I'm a little disappointed with Bowser because I feel like Sack Daddy's actually, if I was making my depth chart, obviously Judon's first, I would put Ferguson number 2. Ferguson, I see him flash more than Bowser. Again, I haven't watched the game tape for the past couple of weeks because, I mean, we had dominated so much that it's just, well, highlights is good enough. But when I'm watching the game, I see Ferguson just getting to the backfield. And Bowser does from time to time, but Ferguson's doing it more consistent. Judon is, again, playing great. Our linebackers are doing a good job, middle linebackers. Pecco's doing good. Now, good thing for us, Pierce was warming up. So, let's say if Pierre plays this week, I don't know. I think Jelly days might be counted because Pecco has been looking good. He's been flashing. Who else? Corners, Marlin again, another strong game. They had that one penalty. Unfortunate. That kept that drive alive. I believe they scored 3 in that drive. And then, but yeah, Marlin has been. Oh man, Jimmy. Let's shout out to Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Smith's balling. This is why we're giving so much trouble. 3 really, really good corners. 2 of them you can say top 5. But Jimmy Smith might be a top 15 at worst. And then you still have Clark that, I don't know, he's still a good number 2 in some teams, right? And he's your number 4th. Your 4th guy. They're moving him to play more to the tight ends, and I'm okay with that. Put him where you need him to do this amazing. And then safety-wise, the only thing that I will complain here about the Zebras is that taunting penalty. Clark, what the hell are you looking at? The guy throws the ball. Clark is not preventing the refs. He thought this guy's throwing the ball towards me. He just batted it down. What the hell are you saying? I mean, ref, really? You that salty? Do you have money in the Rams? Is that what it was? You had to call it a taunting penalty. Clark, like, if I would have heard flag taunting number 24, I mean, Peters was just talking, right? And we were like, okay, I mean, whatever. I was expecting that. Clark? Nah, not Clark. Okay, so let me see here some comments as I go. Damn, I missed a lot of comments. Should we start cheering for the Steelers to make wild card and beat out the Texans or Bills? I mean, the Steelers, man. I think the Duck is this is from Alexander Heck. Shout out to you for joining Livestream. I think the Steelers are a decent team, and then the Duck. I thought the Duck was better than Rudolph. I don't know why they resisted that. Tony Rodrigo says, we need to lock Peters. Yes, I agree. Troy says, I'd rather see the Raiders make the playoffs. Their defense is Swiss cheese. I think whoever gets that 6th seed is probably losing to the Chiefs. That's my assumption, because they have to go to Arrowhead. If you get that number 1 seed, then you face either the Bills or, in my opinion, Texans and Baltimore. Let me see here. Actually, the Rams let us win so they can be prepared for when we play them in 4 years. Ravens Nation cracked the code. Shout out to Ravens Nation. That's what it was. That I have a point to bring on that, but I just want to make sure I hit every comment here as much as I can. Sam Cackboy. Shout out to him. No problem with Sam. When he has to punt, he's a really good punter. Has been getting a lot of plays holding practice. The thing is, Chief Tron, that he's not even, we have been hitting a lot of extra points. We can be stopped. Look, you guys saw my preview of the game with Downtown Rams, and shout out to him. He was a great guest. But back-to-back weeks, and let's check something here. Back-to-back weeks, I got 2 podcasters for the Behind Enemy Lines. The first one told me was the Texans. We're number 3 against the run. We're going to be able to contain you. And I said, you haven't seen this rushing attack. That was the Texans. God knows where they fell through. Then we took care of The Rams. He said we're the number 4th, I think it was, best against the rush. We're gonna continue, and they dropped to 16. I saw, and man, I thought the Niners had the best total defense, but that's because passing their first. Wonder where they are against the rush. Where are the 4th? 19. Ooh. This is the thing. When you have that good of a pass rush, and they do have an elite D-line, you run at them. Okay. Trace McSorley is number 4. Yes, he's the number 4 guy. Said getting free money is the American dream. I mean, watch football, sideline, man, I'll take it. Woo. Hollywood Brown. Man, Hollywood was good. He dropped that one ball that should have been a touchdown. Andrews and Hollywood dropped 2 easy plays. In the case of Andrew, guys, let me say something. That should have been a fumble. That should have been a fumble if the NFL makes sense, right? Like the catch rule makes sense. You look at that play and replay, and don't think about what the rule is. What the rule is, it wasn't a fumble. But look at that replay, and you will say, that is a fumble. The guy grabbed it, he turned, he made one step, he was making the second, and punch out. If we're completely honest, it doesn't matter at this point. That should have been a fumble. But because the NFL has crazy catch rule that you had to catch the ball, go to the locker room with the ball, high-five the cheerleaders as you're going out, then it's considered a catch, right? It's just dumb. But anyway, I digress. Our punter is 4. Yes. Man, so many good comments. Big trust. Man, this team is having fun. This team is united. This is what I want. I don't want to hear anybody talking about bringing free agents to this team. This team right now, it's all about chemistry. It's all about love, united, the brotherhood. We don't need anybody. Doesn't matter how good it is. That has any sort of diva-like qualities to be here. The Wolfpack is chilling. Fergus getting better week by week. I agree. What's the B word? Damn good. It's like a dream that I never want to wake up from. I agree. Coverage tech? Yes, Tony Rodrigo. I agree that the defense secondary is so good. And this is what happened last year. And the year before, our secondary was good enough that, yes, we didn't make a lot of picks, especially last year, but we were getting sacks based on the coverage. That's has to be keeping going. So yeah, Ferguson, I like what I'm seeing. How about boy Hollywood, that Joker 811? Shout out to you. Thank you for joining the live stream. And Harry Holland, what's good, bro? Hollywood was good. He should have had 3 touchdown passes for sure. Chuck Clark has been upgraded, make Jefferson expendable. Yes. Now you guys know I love Tony Jefferson. Love his intensity, work ethic, and he seems like a Raven. But if we're honest with each other, he's not gonna be completely healthy week 1. I believe the Ravens save around $9 million with him. I think it might be time to let Tony go right now. Look at this. Let me tell you. Let me tell you how much projected cap we have right now. Projected cap for next year, $56 million. If we let Tony go, oh no, that's $5 million. $5 million, which is fine. So we go to 60.5 if we let Tony go. That's a lot of change. That will be good for Matt Judon's priority number 1, Peters priority number 1A, 1B, and then Stanley, right? Between those 3, you're looking at almost 45 mil out of that 60. Although it's not, obviously we don't take a clean cut of the cap, but you know that right there gives you 15 mil still to play with. Let me see. I lost where I was, but Iman Marshall was gunner on special teams. Good to see him out. Yeah, as soon as Iman Marshall was good, that's when they took care of Cyrus Jones, Jimmy Smith, Marlon Humphreys, Earl Thomas, Marcus Peters, Chuck Clark, Brandon. I mean, it's elite secondary. Skur out for the season. I know, man. And like I said, shout out to him. Hopefully he gets better very soon. Couple of things. Doug is back. So the Doug, I look. If you're honest, again, when the Steelers put the Duck out there, they were a better team than with Rudolph. Rudolph was afraid to throw it downfield. The Duck was like, give me the damn ball. Had nothing to lose, right? Yes. So the Joker, and you have to check his channel if you like Jersey and all, all that's good memorabilia stuff. Really good. The Joker has a good channel for that. He showed me the remake of that company. I think they're not in existence anymore, but oh my god, I mean, it looks authentic. They're really good. Bosa versus Ricard. We gotta talk a little bit about the Niners game because obviously there's a video coming out about the Niners game, but we can touch into it. Yeah. Yeah, guys, if you can do me a favor, just hit the like button. By the way, on Sunday, I'm going to be at Bluegrass from 10:30 to noon, live streaming there. Go check the place out. It's really good. Excellent wings. One of the best wings that you can find. If you come there during the live stream, you can hop into the live stream. You can just give your opinion. And then if you're going to the game, you can move on. But more than that, on following Sunday, December 8th. And I think I was trying to throw that promo here. Yes, hold on. Let me do this thing real quick. December 8th. I put a link over there in the chat. If you hit that link, you will see some watch party against when we played the Bills. Free food, which is always good, right? Free food. I'm going to do a live stream before the game, and then I'm going to stay there watching the game. If you want to join me, come Bluegrass in Baltimore. You have a hell of a time. Texans went from 3-13. Oh, okay, and 5-16. There you go. 49ers are 19 currently. Yes. That's what I'm saying. You got to see what we do to the Niners. If he wants to stay a Raven, he's going to have to... Wait. I think Jimmy Smith... Okay, let me digress. Troy says, I think Jimmy will be back for a good price. Yeah, so the reality is, Jimmy, his market, he's good when he plays, but you giving him a lot of money if you're a team that needs a corner, he's probably going to get injured. So I don't think his market is going to be money-wise that big. I think it'll be good to bring him and probably let Carr go. And then you had Jimmy... Peters and Humphrey and Tavon Young next year is still an elite secondary. So, Cincy Bengals fan, we should have beat the Squealers. I agree. I was disappointed with you guys, Cincy Bengal fans. It almost looked like you were like, Redskins are about to win. Let's lock down that number 1 seed. Disappointed. Let's get it. Yes, Jimmy signs 1 2 year. I think a 2-year deal is what Jimmy will get. He's going to be 32, and yes, I agree with all those comments. Okay, so Troy, I was thinking the same. We may be able to keep Jimmy for the cheap. Terry Grandy, what up, man? Mark Ingram did a good job running the ball. Big trust. Look, with Mark Ingram, you guys know I didn't not endorse, because who cares, my opinion, but I wasn't a fan of the move because I thought Gus Edwards was good enough and we could have used the money otherwise. Running the ball, I still kind of feel the same. I think Edwards is as good as a runner as Ingram. Just Ingram gets more opportunity. Ingram in the passing game is really good. That's why I said, like, passing game, you can gain something. But the leadership that this dude is bringing to the team, second to none. Love him because of the locker room presence. Love him because of the leadership. Savvy vet. Dude is impressive. It's awesome. So, I was wrong. I like what Ingram has brought to the table. When are you doing the viewing party? December 8th. Asmodeus, if you check that link that I put there, you can see it. Also, follow me on social media, as you can see there in the corner. Corner there. SCG Sports for Twitter and IG. Also, Facebook. I need to update this. If you do that, you're gonna see that I'm gonna be putting the promo as we getting closer. Go Dynasty Raven has the address right there. Go Dynasty has been in that place and knows those wings are to kill. The link gave you an error. What? Let me do this shit. What? Why? Oh, I see. For some reason, YouTube's adding something. That's not good. That is not good. Okay, Asmodeus, I know what to do. You see, if you guys checked in the description below of this video, you say join me live. Hit that. That works. Yes, if you hit the description below, and the description, if you check the join me live, that's where it is. Okay, so Sub Sunny Jimmy will be back next year. Even with injury history, he could have. Oh, for us, it will be amazing. I'm just saying, in the open market, Browns only won because that defense we had at the time. Oh yes, because of defense. Yeah, no, I agree. Hang with Sunny at Bluegrass. Yes, hey man, come join. I think it will be fun. We still. Oh, by the way, if you can, give me a thumbs up to this video. We have 50 people. I appreciate that. We are about to open phone lines. I usually try to do it at 9. Since Bengal fan, we still hold the first pick, so it's not that bad. Did Peanut or Ford even play? No, yeah, Peanut was present and was very active. Ford, I actually didn't see as much, so I had to see. I had to go back and check. Won't be able to handle this team. Man, I don't even know who can handle this team right now. Sean Henderson. Ingram has leadership wise and helps the team out. Ingram last night against Iran was only in 24 plays, 16 touches on 24 plays. He did work for his limits. I'm not trying to diminish Ingram. Not at all. I love what Ingram does to this team. So the link doesn't work in the description. I just tried that link. Not in the comment. Not in the Asmodeus. Not in this live chat box next to the video. Underneath this video. If that link doesn't work, let me know. But yeah, I checked the one in the chat doesn't work, but the one in the description should work. That's the promo. Okay, so let me see here. I think Ingram is going to be the mentor for Gus. I think so too. You posted it twice at CG Sports. So that's the problem. Like, can you do a Pro Bowl ballot in a video? Hello. I don't know what you mean. Like do a live Pro Bowl to see who I pick. They were saying on Fox Sports that statistically, since week 7, we had the number 2 offense and the number 1 defense. I believe Ford was pass rushing on or in coverage. Yeah, again, it was just he wasn't like Peanut jumped out of the room, the screen. I haven't gone back to just dissect. When I'm watching the game, I just mentally annotate what I'm seeing, but I'm not like slowly just watching who did what. Let Ingram be Ingram. I agree with that. How do you feel about Hollywood's 2 TD early against a good secondary like the Rams? I was good. And look, I said this when I was in behind enemy lines. I said, like, makes sense if Ramsey is on Andrews. What they did, Ramsey on Andrews. That takes Hollywood, not with their best corner, because after Ramsey, it's a big step down. And they took advantage. So Asmodi is not working still. Damn it. I feel like Peters is a must sign right now. I agree, man. And Peters is young. Now you have your outside corners and your slot corner if Young stays healthy. For years to come. We are what we are. Troy says Ravens score on. This stat. I saw this stat. That blows me out. 55.9% of the drive. Chiefs are second with 48 roughly. Seahawks with Ross scored 36.8. Look? That's what I wanted to talk about, schedule-wise. This is what I see from the media. We all know what happened up to Seattle. We beat Seattle. They haven't played any good team, right? And actually, I want to go. And then Seattle goes and beats the Falcons by a touchdown. Okay. Barely beats the Niners. Wilson throws for 378, 5 touchdown pass in overtime. He had a good game. Against the Niners, they should have lost. Wilson effed up that game. The kicker for the Niners couldn't close it. He threw for 1 TD, 1 interception, 232, and he rushed for 53 yards. Decent game. Against the Eagles, 200 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He's been okay lately. I don't understand this chat about Wilson being the MVP. Whoever it is saying that it's over Lamar needs to stop. I think by now most people are in the Lamar train, but whoever, it needs to stop. I fly. So Ravens 76 Baltimore. I fly to Baltimore tomorrow night for the 49ers game. I can't wait to see that game at MNT Backstage. Ravens 76 Baltimore. Again, I'm gonna be at Bluegrass from 10:30 to noon. If you wanna swing by, man, come. Say hi. Enjoy good food and drinks over there. Come, man. It's gonna be a good time. Short week plus holiday is going to take the time away from our preparation this week. Hope we have a solid game plan. Mo Harkless. Yes, but it's the same thing for the Niners, and the Niners had to come cross country. Niners are a hell of a team. If this game was in the Niners, I think you had to give the edge to the Niners. It's in B-more. I think we're good. How about RG3? Man, RG3 did his thing. He was okay. I love that pass to Boykins. Big bomb to Boykins. Damn it, I said I was going to open foil lines. So RG3 did his thing. Make sure that is there. Okay. We are Super Bowl Oh, man. Yes. We should be at this point one of the Super Bowl favorites. Ravens 76. How about... Yes, Ravens Nation. I thought that was a beautiful pass. James Harrison was on Speak for Yourself saying that he knows how to stop Lamar. Yeah, I know too. I heard this. People are saying they should stop Lamar like we stopped Colin Kaepernick. On the read option, you can hit the quarterback even if he doesn't pick up. So, hello?
What's up, Sonny?
Is this Dimitri?
It is Dimitri.
Hey, man. Give me a quick second.
Okay, go ahead.
And can you lower the radio?
Yep.
Okay, so what I was saying, guys, is yes, they're saying how the Ravens stopped Kaepernick at Super Bowl. That's how they need to stop them. The reality is on those read options, we are letting one free rusher come. And that guy is picking between Lamar and the running back. And Lamar's reading and letting it go. If they want to just go all in on Lamar, we'll adjust. Don't worry about it. Because Lamar can throw too. Anyway, what's up, my guy? How you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Excited that I got my New Jersey.
Man, your jersey's sick. Your jersey
I told you, man, they do a great job.
Are they officially out?
Yeah. She already started cleaning out the spot. She just had to, she found an extra 100-year anniversary shield. So she actually gave me that and put it on my jersey. So I got the official 100 anniversary shield instead of the metallic one.
Yeah, man. That is sick. I liked it a lot. If you, again, do you put a video of that?
I'm going to make a video this week, probably on Thanksgiving. I'm going to drop that video.
Anyway, that was so sick. Anyway, so what was your thought as you were watching that game?
Honestly, man, you remember last time I called and I told you, I'm like, look, the only two games that I'm really worried about is the Rams and the 49ers. And I think we're going out the rest. At this point, I don't see us losing. Unless that, besides that 49ers game, I don't see us losing. The only thing that I could see happening is this. If we beat the 49ers, which we have a really good chance of beating, if they have the 19th best rushing defense, we can run all over them. Once we start rushing, the pass is going to just appear. Sherman, yeah, he's good, but, I mean, look what we did against the Rams. And they got Donald, and they got Ramsey, and they got Weddle in the back, even though Weddle's not the same anymore, but, you know, Weddle's still Weddle. He kind of knew our defense, but he got ran down yesterday.
Oh, yeah, by Ingram.
So here's my prediction of what I see. If we beat the 49ers and the Patriots lose to Houston, we're going to continue playing our starters for the rest of the season. If Patriots pretty much beat their toughest teams that are left, I am pretty sure once we clinch, we're going to sit out our starters so they are fresh for the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, the Patriots have definitely the next 2 weeks. Those are the weeks for them to lose, right? They play the Texans
I think they got Houston and KC.
And KC, exactly. So hopefully they lose both, and then we have a cushion. But we'll see. Definitely not easy games.
Right. So the thing is that if Patriots lose one of these games, we're not going to sit our starters until we're not going to sit our starters because we're going to play for the number one seed and try to win
Agree.
out, even if we clinch. I think don't we have to win like 2 more games to clinch?
Yeah, about 2 games. Yeah, it all depends what the Steelers do. Because the Browns have 6 losses, so if we win 2 more, we should clinch. Yes, especially if the Browns beat the Steelers. If the Browns don't beat the Steelers, it might be 3,
Right.
something like that.
So I think we have a really high chance of beating 49ers. I mean, I really don't see who can stop us at this point. I mean, everybody thinks they know how to stop us. Everybody has, like, we've beat the top tier playoff teams and the top defensive minds we've beat. So they think they can game plan for Lamar. They think they can beat us, and we're putting 40 bombs on almost every
I
team.
know, man. This is crazy.
Like, when was the last time our offense was this exciting?
Never.
I'll tell you when. 1996.
Well, the
When
first
we
year,
had
Test Benny.
Yep, and we have Michael Jackson as on the receiver. That
Yeah.
was the only time that our offense was actually exciting. Now, I mean, it's like a must see.
I agree. I'm not disagreeing with you. I agree.
And then all the people now started jumping on a bandwagon and everything, man. From day one that we met, and I told him like Lamar is going to be something special, and I've never hopped off the bandwagon. Since he started, actually since he got drafted, I was on his train, and I never hopped off, even with that one bad playoff game.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I see a lot of people jumping in the bandwagon, and people deserve the opportunity to change, right? I'm okay with that.
True.
As long as when he has a bad game, because he's human and he will have a bad game at some point.
Right.
You can't be jumping off the bandwagon because again, look at Aaron Rodgers against the Niners. Shitty game.
True.
Look at Brady. Look at Brees has had shitty game. Every quarterback thus far this year has had a bad game at some point. Lamar hasn't.
Right.
He had
Lamar had
he had the
an
Browns
okay game against the Browns.
and against the Chiefs. Yeah. So those were his worst game, but even those 2 games, it wasn't as bad as some of the other. Like Rodgers was horrible against the
Right.
Chargers and against the Niners. Anyway, anything else? Because I had 2 people here waiting in the line.
Sure. No, just I wanted to thank you for shouting out my channel, and just once again, I am at 295, so I always am trying to grow a little bit more each day.
Of
So
course.
if you don't mind, if I can drop a little something.
No, go ahead, man.
All right, so my channel is about, like, I show my collection of jerseys. I show my authentic jerseys, what you can expect from real NFL shop jerseys, the $300 top tiers. I show what I've gotten signed and anything like that. I also do some gameplay and some like hype videos for the Ravens. So if you guys like that, definitely give my channel a chance. And I appreciate you, Sonny. I'm definitely going to try to stop by this Sunday for the podcast.
Yeah, man, and like I said, if not this Sunday, check out the following Sunday because we're going to do the podcast live and we're going to do free food and watch party after the podcast.
I hear you, but me and my boys that we watch the game with, we kind of have a ritual, and we don't want
Gotcha.
We don't want to break that ritual. Like, if we're watching it together, we've been winning. We kind of like a little superstitious.
Yeah, no, I got you. Do your thing.
But I'm definitely going to try to catch up with you on Sunday. I'll try to swing by.
Okay, man. Well, take care, bro.
I appreciate you, Sonny.
Okay, so guys, I have 2 people on my wait list. If you want to call right now, just text to that number, 443-292-2337, and I'll call you as soon as, I go through the list. Because, like I said, I have everybody right now on the queue. Is this Sutton?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. I can't complain. I can't complain at all. 9-2.
I know.
Can't complain. How are you?
I know. I'm super excited. Hold on for a second. Let me address some comments here real quick.
All right.
Most people forget Baltimore Ravens are hungry. They will keep their foot on the gas. In Raven, wow, Sonny. Hopefully that's a good thing. That wow's a good thing in Raven. And Giovanni Hanner 415. Hopefully I didn't botch your last name. I got love for the Ravens, but we meet again, brother. And you're gonna take that L again. He's a Niners fan. Ravens Elite, what's up? Let me see here. And shout out to everybody, guys. Thank you for joining this live stream. By the way, if you haven't, give it a thumbs up. Anyway, son, how you feeling, bro? Are you excited? Are you in the purple Kool-Aid?
Oh yeah, I'm definitely drinking all of the purple Kool-Aid. And man, Lamar Jackson is he's unbelievable. And I was trying not to buy all into the hype. Like a couple weeks ago, like when we beat the Seahawks, and then we kind of started building from there. I didn't want to drink the Kool-Aid then, but then once we beat the Patriots, and then we beat the Texans, and now the Rams, now it's just like I kind of have to believe it. You know, as a Ravens fan, you don't ever want to get too high on our team, because before you know it, you know, something bad happens, and next thing you know, we go on a 3 or 4 game skid, and you know the rest. But last night on primetime, national television, Lamar Jackson showed me something that I've never seen from a Ravens player, and that's just the confidence and just the, I guess, just the will to just break the other team. And what I mean by that is just like not even with his play, but also just his demeanor as well. And I don't know if you guys like noticed, there was one play when I think Lamar, he had gotten a first down on like 4th down or 3rd down or something like that, and like there's like offensive linemen and defensive linemen laying on the ground. He like goes and like picks up 3 guys, like 3 linemen, back to back to back. I don't know if anybody else saw this play. But picks up basically like 900 pounds worth of man,
Yes.
and sprints back to the huddle and gets back out there and then like throws a touchdown on the next play. Do you think that there's any way, with like the confidence that Lamar has right now, is there any way that we do not, you know, go all the way this season?
So it's funny, right? So if we, assuming there's nobody getting injured, right? Obviously, Skura got injured, so that's an injury we know. If this team, let's say every other team, which obviously that's not true, but this is the information I have, every other team stays healthy until Super Bowl, right? There's no team, that this Ravens team cannot beat. The big problem is, look, the reason why we ran so good yesterday was the Rams starting that game wasn't necessarily overly playing the run, right? So what we did,
Right.
we pounded. And then why Lamar had some room on the outside was because we pounded the rock with the running backs through the middle so much that now they started collapsing that middle. And Lamar was like, they're collapsing that middle. I'm just going to keep it and run to the side, right? If you think about it, that first drive, it was all runs until we got to the 15 yardage. And then Lamar attempted to pass, I believe. Or maybe it was just one and it was a touchdown. I actually think his first 3 or 5 passes, 2 of them were touchdowns. And they were in bombs. We ran so well against a good running team, a defensive team, that they had to just bring so many people, and the passing lane was just there. So if you want to play us like that, go ahead, because Lamar can have a field day. And the passing, those passes weren't hard. I mean, it's not like everybody can complete it. But we schemed them so good that the passes were passes that the guy was there. The receivers did a good job in their route, and they were presented. Again, he had 5 incompletions. 2 of them were clear drops. The one on Hollywood Brown should have been a touchdown, and the one on Mandrews, it was a catch and got punched out. So, scheme-wise, that's why we're running. And now, like Eric Weddle said, sometimes I don't even know who has the ball until I see Lamar popping on the other side or Ingram. It's hard. It's hard right now to figure this team out. There's so much deception in this offense. How are you going to compete with that? And then on the other side, we have a good defense. It's crazy.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
definitely. We're definitely like firing on all cylinders. I had a specific question about a specific player on our offense
Go ahead.
before
Go ahead.
I would touch on the defense. Marquise Hollywood Brown. So
Hollywood.
I know he had the 2 touchdowns yesterday. That was really nice. We love to see it as Ravens fans, but I don't know if it's just me, but am I the only one that thinks that Hollywood Brown is a little bit soft? He tends to shy away from contact a lot. He gets thrown down by DBs, and I just wish, like, with the type of talent that he had more of like a Steve Smith Sr. type attitude, and he just went at guys because I feel like he get a lot more yards, he get a lot more touchdowns, and a lot more catches. Does anybody else agree? Do you agree or no?
No, I agree. I mean, me and Lou will talk about this a little bit. We think he might not be completely healthy. That could be it. He's shying because he doesn't want to get hurt again. And if that's the case, I'm good. The reality is Hollywood Brown needs to bulk up. Because Steve Smith Sr., he might have been a short guy in stature, but he was buffed up. And he didn't care. Hollywood, I don't see that mentality, but that doesn't mean that he cannot have that mentality. The reality is Antonio Brown was never a guy that would seek contact. But Antonio Brown, like Hollywood catches the ball, and if somebody's even close to him, he goes to the ground. Antonio Brown at least tried to make you miss. Hollywood's not there yet. So I agree with you. He is a little bit, in my opinion, on the soft side, but also could be playing hurt. And if he's playing hurt, we want to keep him healthy. That's why I have given him the benefit of the doubt. But he needs to bulk up. I mean, he's too thin and too small to just stay in that frame in this league.
Yeah, definitely. Then the last thing was with our last 5 remaining opponents, we've got the 49ers next, then the Bills, then the Jets, then the Browns, then the Steelers. Do you think that we can realistically win out? Because I feel like if we beat the 49ers, then all bets are off. We can definitely beat the Bills, sweep the Jets right out of the building, and then beat the Browns are the only game that like concerns me because for whatever reason it feels like the Browns have our number. And even with Lamar Jackson, it just seems like we can't get anything much going on offense against them. And I don't think we can afford to lose any more games, simply because the Patriots are 10-1, and we need that first seed because we don't want the AFC Championship game, us going to Foxborough, rematching the Patriots. I think that's a setup. I think that's a nightmare. So I think we do have to get the number 1 seed. So do you think that we can win out?
We could win out because if you think about it, the Niners, if we were at San Fran, I think I would, give them a slight advantage, especially holiday week, going West Coast, it's kind of tough. But since it's at home, I think we should have the edge. And then if you keep going, Buffalo's coming from a mini bye. That's going to be tough, and it's going to be in Buffalo, right? Bless you. Oh.
Yeah.
And then, those for me are the next toughest two. The Browns are still not looking great. For all the crap that I heard, the Dolphins scored too many points, in my opinion, against them. When we played them, we didn't have Jimmy, we didn't have Peters, we didn't have Brandon Williams. So our defense should be good. And offensively, we have evolved, right? We are that much better. So I'm not as concerned as the Browns. And the Squealers at the end of the year, it all depends. Somebody asked me, should RG3 finish the year in that game? Well, the Patriots lose the next 2, and we went out all the way to the Steelers game. Yes, I mean, maybe Lamar comes in for a quarter, and then all the starters get pulled. But it only happens if the Patriots lose the next 2. So essentially, that last game doesn't mean anything. If the Patriots only lose 1 and we haven't lost any, no, we played that game because you won that number 1 seed. You want everything to go through Baltimore. So yeah, I think there's a big chance actually. I think if you say, Sonny, what are the odds? I think it's like 70% that we win out.
70%.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, then that's all I wanted to call and talk about. I'll let somebody else get on the line. I know people are waiting. So thanks for having me on, Sonny, and hopefully we can string together someday.
Yeah, no, for sure, man.
So yeah.
We'll plan Sundance. You guys have seen him in the chat. Dude is building his podcast, so we'll have him in the show in the near future, no doubt. Take care, bro.
All right, you too.
Okay, hopefully this is the next person. Okay. So, let me see here. We had 25 points on the Browns. Ingram fumble on the yeah. Look, Troy, I said this before. That fumble switched that game. Joshua Hoffman,
We
shout
are
out to
unable
you.
to complete your.
Whoop. Okay, he's not here right now. That was Asmodeus. Asmodeus, if you're in the line, just text me again, bro. Travis says the truth.
Dímelo.
Dímelo, what up, my bro?
Was good.
How you doing, man?
I'm outstanding.
Let me say
Still
something
on
here
my
to
highway from
Gio.
last night.
Hold on, Giovanni Hanner, because I know you're a Niners fan. Marcus Peter was going to kill Jalen Ramsey. Yes, he was. But before that, you had a comment says, "I can't take this. My girlfriend said the Ravens are gonna win the Super Bowl." You sir, have a smart girlfriend. That is all I have to say right now. Unique
I gotta
Vision.
co-sign that.
Yeah, Unique Vision. Shout out to you. Thank you for joining the live stream. Anyway, dímelo. How you feeling, bro? How are you feeling?
I'm out freaking. Yo, can I curse? I'm not gonna drop the F-bomb.
Not the F-bomb.
Cool?
Not the F-bomb.
Alright, because it's tough. You can keep it clean. I love it though.
But you can curse a little bit.
Yo, first things first. Hands and feet were put on these men. People need to stop doubting this team, man. I'm getting tired of it. They keep doubting us. Thinking, oh, this team's gonna do Aaron. No, it don't matter. We double teamed him the whole night. He did nothing. Even we got people admitting finally they were wrong. I know there's not a lot of maybe you got some viewers out here in New York, but we gave the congratulations. You played yourself to 31 teams for passing on this guy. I was happy Quincy finally admitted it after all the crap he said.
Oh, he did. I haven't watched lately.
Yeah, I gave him 10 minutes of my life. And
I love
like,
Quincy. Shout out to Quincy.
Yeah, shout out to Quincy.
Anyway.
But yo, the biggest thing I was waiting, like even Nubo said it. What are they gonna say that we did? How are they just gonna discredit us?
Oh, I can tell you right now.
They said the big one, but they haven't won from behind. What team in the NFL wants to start the game from behind?
Yeah, that's a stupid argument. The other thing I saw was this wasn't anything to do with the Ravens. This is everything to do how bad the Rams are. That was an argument that I heard. I'm like, oh, okay, so everybody that we beat is bad. Schedule. Well, no, but the Rams were. Everybody was saying the Rams are good, and they right now are a average team. Yes, I agree.
They're basura. That's basura.
They're not elite, but again, it was their home field. We went West Coast, and you're still gonna discredit. And then Lamar, you tell me Lamar is a running back. And what I'm gonna tell you is he passed for 5. So yeah.
So like the big conversation in the locker room today was, oh, he threw for 5 TDs, but how he ain't throw for 200 yards? Like that's not the problem. The problem is stop him. I don't care. Tom Brady gets to play these trash people in his division every year. No one cares. He gets an easy 5 out of 6 wins guaranteed. Has the easiest road to the Super Bowl, and no one cares. But you want to give my guy slack? Stop him. You can't. You can't stack the box. He's throwing over the top. You sit your guys back. He's running it all day on you. You're too bad. You're mad. Wait, what's the other one? Wait, first season.
Yeah, what Troy is saying. Wait until this narrative. I still hear it. Wait until they play this team twice.
So look at this. All right, fine. Play a team twice. It don't matter. So what does that mean to our divisional opponents? They're trash completely.
Well, let me say something. I said beginning of the year that our division was going to be one of the best. And I think if Big Ben would have been healthy, I mean, that team right now would have been better than the Bills, probably that 5th seed. Saying all that, they're currently 6th. So our division in the AFC, it's not horrible. You have essentially the Ravens. We have a trash team, the Bungles. They are holding the basement. But the other two, the Clowns and the Squealers, are fighting for that 6th seed.
They're not going to get it.
Well, they might not. But my point is, they're still fighting. So they're not completely, utterly trash. It's not like the Browns of a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That's the Bungles now.
Exactly. The Bungles have taken over the Browns a lot. But the Browns are right there. They can fall back any moment.
Well, yeah. Their schedule is soft, though. Their schedule is soft.
To you know what, with all the hate from all the other teams that people don't like the way we're playing, and too bad we blowing teams out because we're not just beating them, we're blowing them out as straight ass whoopings, hands and feet to their heads. That's why every time we're about to do a prediction, I throw it up so high because I know it's gonna happen. Our defense is way better. Our offense is just gelling and keep continuously going. But one thing I did notice though is like you know how the special teams been messing up off the kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
With Tucker, he keeps kicking it into the out of bounds now. He's just giving it up on the 25. He's like, try it. You got 3 shots, and then you're gonna punt it up.
So there was after we were up 21-0, he then short kicked it. I think Harps wants to lift there. Ideally, he wants to put a high and short so we can pin them for 20 or less.
Yeah.
But it hasn't worked, right? So he's only doing it when we're going big. That's the only time that we are doing it. Hey, are you coming to the watch party?
This Sunday?
No, the next Sunday.
Next Sunday. That's the
That's the Bills. That's the Bills. That's an away game.
Wait. Oh yes. That's the 8th. Yeah. I had to look at the calendar.
The 8th. Yes, the 8th.
Yeah. Nah, I'll be there. What was it called? The other thing too, man. You know what I appreciate about this season so far? I'm not sitting at the edge of my seat during the game.
I know, man.
Having a heart attack, throwing back an extra couple just to get me through this game.
D-Mill, I don't remember when was the day that I called you. There was a day that me and you talked on the phone.
And that was after a game. It was on a Monday.
It wasn't.
I was there on a Sunday,
Monday.
and I was just hyped.
It was after a big win, but look, after Seattle, I have been feeling so comfortable. Right, last game that we were on the edge was against the Squealers, when the duck came.
Yeah.
In. After that, I mean, even against Seattle, we were,
like I went and made a sandwich in the third, like probably halfway through the third quarter. I just went. I was like, I could get up real quick. Make a sandwich. It'll take me 38 seconds.
I told my wife, I said, like, this is not normal. I'm too chill. Too chill.
I checked my heart rate. It was normal. I was out here looking like Lance Armstrong.
Not losing years of my life.
Yeah. I'm starting to grow hair back. It's amazing. It's a beautiful time. But, like Raven fans gotta realize it. Stop worrying about the next team. We take it 1 week at a time. Mm-hmm. We put hands and feet on them. Have faith in our team. We haven't had a dominating team like this in a long time. I've never seen a team that people are scared to play us.
Oh, yeah.
Like and not for nothing, Vegas is doing some craziness with these lines, giving people 3 points here. No, start putting 21 up there. Give people a run for their money when they start gambling on us. But.
I think that the line moved crazy for our game. Oh, that's -3.5. I heard the line was moving to 6 maybe for the Ravens and Niners game, which I think that's too much. They have it at 3.5 right now, and 3.5 seems all right.
I know we early in the week. I'm gonna call a prediction on the score. I'm gonna call a prediction. I don't think they get more than a touchdown. And that's me being fair on them. I do not trust Jimmy G, man.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Our defense is enough, well more than enough to stop their offense. Their defense is not enough to stop our offense. We're gonna run all over the field on them. And I'm happy they didn't flex the game and move it to 8 o'clock to make a big spectacle out of this. Because guess what? This is just another game on the schedule. I'm not making Super Bowls or anything out of. Oh, let's move it to 8 o'clock. Who cares? Everyone can stream the game. Just like I do illegally somehow,
Man, I'm telling you, I'm watching this team, and it's different. You're not used to watching a good offense for the Ravens.
These are different games we're watching. We're watching games in positive light. There's no doubt in your head once we score 2. Once we're up 14-zip, it's like, oh, okay, here it comes. We're about to put the back burners on and still stomping on them because we don't care. That's how we playing ball right now. But, yo, shout out to Skura. He's out. I know. I'm upset about my guy. But what was his name? The rookie that came in backup?
Makari.
Yo, shout out to him, man.
He looked good.
This guy, like no one laughed. It was like clockwork. Seamless. Like you didn't see any struggles out of it. Shout out to my man MP, man. Marcus Peters, man.
Oof. Marcus. He's a troll.
You know what that was called? They should have put user lurk under that pick. Because you were one-handed. Oh my gosh. I remember so many fans from other teams were like, "Yo, you're gonna regret having Marcus Peters on your team. He gets burned." Oh, I was like, "I'm telling you, he should have been drafted to the Ravens."
Well, the rumor that year was that we wanted him, and then the Chiefs drafted him like 8 positions before us. And you remember who we drafted that year?
Wait, that Joe Flacco?
No.
Who was it?
Not Joe Flacco, man. Joe Flacco was way before.
You said 8. You said 8 before.
I think about 8 picks before.
Who
Let's
did we
see.
draft?
You don't remember this? Let me see.
No.
Before.
I'll be honest. I ain't even gonna lie. You put it in the comment section if y'all know who it is.
I think that was.
Put it now.
I think it's the Perriman draft.
Which one?
The Perriman draft, I think.
No, don't say that.
Yeah. I think. I think so. Hold on, I'm trying to verify.
If the NFL had a sorting hat like they do in Harry Potter, MP would have been a Raven.
Yep, that was the Perriman draft. That was the Perriman.
Yo, what? I feel like throwing up.
So Perriman. So Peters went 18. And then we got, and Bud Dupree was 22nd because the Steelers are also looking into getting him. And
that's crazy.
Perriman was 26. So yeah, 8 picks. Man, I can't believe I still remember that.
All good things come to those who wait, and we waited long enough. Enough years with Perriman not running on the field, literally. But nah, I'm just happy the way we playing, we gelling. Listen. Let Lamar get the MVP. I don't care. Keep him off the Madden cover. I don't care.
I don't want him on the Madden cover.
Like, and you know what's crazy though? At the same time, like I've heard this like between the press conference when you hear Lamar talk about when they bring up the whole MVP thing, and he's talking about just winning the Super Bowl. Yo, I would wonder if Lamar's plotting after like this contract he's done.
Well, I would say Lamar probably gets signed not this offseason, maybe the next offseason, but more realistically the following one.
Because I'm starting to see that I'm not going to compare ourselves to the Rams last year.
By the way, Ingram said that he's going to block both me and you.
Wait, I apologize, Ingram. Listen, I said one word. I apologize. Listen, I'll say 15 Hail Marys right now. Look. What I'm saying is, my bad. Keep it clean, people. Keep it clean. Oh, keep it clean. Nah. Damn, there you go. I threw my cart.
That's okay.
I lost my thought.
That's okay.
No, you threw me off.
Sorry.
No, what was it? Lamar. Oh, no. So last year, right? You see how the Rams had a bunch of players on one-year deals?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we did the same thing. But we didn't wait like to the off season and just do it like we've been doing it over time. So like our off season is gonna be crazy looking. Like how many players who we're gonna try to bring back. Are we finally gonna use the franchise tags? Because we got 2 of them. I know people haven't brought up the franchise tag, but we got some money coming. We got some money. But
I agree, but between Stanley,
Stanley,
Judon, and Peters. It's gonna be good 45 mil.
Oh, we got 50. So let me get the 5 over the top, and I'll make the rest happen. But no, I'm really excited. I really think it as good of a game.
Oh, he was talking about Perriman because we were throwing shades at Perriman.
You love Perriman, I know, and Graven loves him.
I know that's his boy. I always root for every Ravens player.
No, I do, but listen. I use a grain of salt, and I'm a parent. So listen, if my kid can't, I call it out, man. All right, room for improvement. That's all it is. But I know he loved Perriman, man. But Perriman he was good at Madden. I'll tell you that because he was fast.
He was good at Madden. That's true.
That's the only time I bring him in.
In Madden, he was beasting.
Yeah, he was a beast. But yo, shout out to Willie Snead, man. That dude is a bully. Oh, and that comment that I'm not sure it was the person right before that was saying that Brown is soft. I get it.
Yeah.
Like the Liz Frank injury, I don't ever complain about someone's injury I never had. That's one. But what do you get out of if you're running full speed, dropping the shoulder on a defensive back? What do you think he's gonna get out of that? You think he's gonna run somebody over? I understand he needs to gain some weight, but at the same time, he's playing it cautious and it's working right.
Yeah,
for him.
that's what I said to Sutton. His point was
Yeah.
well taken though. He grabs the ball and he doesn't look to make any more play. You would think
No,
with
no,
his
yeah, yeah, yeah.
speed he
If it's
can
not,
make
if it's
people
not,
miss.
yeah,
But I
if it's
think
not
he's
a green
playing
light
hurt.
to the.
Anyway, so I have to let you go because I have another person behind
Oh
you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, most definitely. Thanks for letting me call. You know,
Take care,
hey,
bro.
we got this on Sunday, alright? And Tuck we trust too.
You're gonna be there, right?
Yes or no, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm
Okay.
still contemplating.
Okay. Dímelo. Take care, bro.
All right, take care, bye.
Okay. Okay, guys. So I might have time for one or two more calls. If you want to be part of the show, just send me a text. Because if you call now, it's just gonna hear whatever you hear. I don't even know what you hear. But that's why I just call Asmodeus. Before that I call Sudden Death, and before that I call D-Mellow, right? It's because you guys have call in, so I put you in a queue. There's nothing professional about this. There's no hold button that I can do. But anyway, what is this thing? Tom Brady, the Go 12. Hello, SCG and everybody else. How's everything every night? Hey, man, shout out to you. Thank you for coming. Hey, Max Murphy, what up, man? Thank you for joining the live stream. Anyway, we have Asmodeus. What up, bro?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not bad. Are you coming to the watch party?
Yep, definitely.
Did the link work for you?
The one in the description box does, so I'm good.
Okay, good. And like I said, if you follow me on social media, I'll keep pushing that. And next Tuesday, I'll make sure I remind the people. I'm excited, man. Hopefully, I can meet some of you guys. But anyway, how was you feeling watching this game? How did you felt watching this game?
Oh, man. Words don't describe the amount of pumpness I feel with this game.
I know. I tried to contain myself.
Like, I'm geeking all over the place, so I'm not even gonna lie.
I know. I'm the same.
I mean,
way.
the only blight, honestly, at all this past Sunday was the Cowboys. Otherwise, it was a great weekend.
Oh man, the Cowboys couldn't do shit. I mean,
Dude, man, they're soft, man. I think they're softer than Jimmy G. And I think Jimmy G is really soft.
Yeah, I think Jimmy G has his moments, right? But for the most part, yeah. I mean, I know we have Giovanni Hanner in the chat. But Jimmy G has his moments that he looked good, but this team, the Niners, are a really dangerous team because they have a hell of a defense and they have a good running game. You know, they basically had the footprint of what the Ravens used to do when we didn't have a spectacular offense like we have right now. We used to have really good defense, really good offense, or really good running back, and a decent quarterback, right? Flacco was a good to decent quarterback. That's exactly what the Niners have. Now, Flacco was tough. I don't think Flacco was soft. He was tough. But, yeah.
That's actually a really good comparison, and I actually didn't think about that until you brought it up. But, I was going to say something.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
It's all good. Yeah, I mean, the only thing... Well, yeah, nah. So what I was going to say was what I think about this upcoming game. So, like, sadly, y'all going to see this game before I am because I'm going to have to DVR it. But,
you have to work?
Like, yeah, some stuff going on that I got to deal with. But, I mean, for this game, honestly, the way I felt it, and I made this kind of prediction before for the Rams game. I'm expecting 2 picks, and then one of them being a pick 6.
For Jimmy G?
The Rams game, I predicted 3 picks, 1 pick 6.
I thought there was going to be a pick for Peters because he wanted revenge.
Oh, yeah. But I think we can definitely get another one with the 49ers. Reason being is because I think that's the last team that's in the same division as what Marcus Peters was in, and him being in that division, you know, playing with the team, him knowing the team.
Yep.
It'll let him, kind of. He'll be prepared for when he plays them, and I definitely see him getting at least one.
Yeah, the big key with the Niners, and again, I'm gonna be making my video about the Niners Ravens game. Contain the run, and watch Kittle. If you hold those two, yes, they still have more weapons. I'm not saying that they don't have any other weapons, but Kittle is Jimmy G's go-to guy, and then the running attack sets up their play action and all the other stuff. So I need to make sure they can contain Kittle. They can work with Wesley Breida and whoever the other running back is, and obviously they have my boy Juszczyk. Juice. Juice is a hell of a player. So obviously, make sure in a passing attack he doesn't leak because he can catch.
Yeah, man, I miss having him on the team. Like I love Patrick Ricard, but man, when we ended up trading Juice, that kind of killed me a little bit.
Yeah, Juice. I mean, he got paid. He got paid well. But the thing with Juice is, Patrick Ricard is hell of a blocker. He's pretty good as a defensive lineman. But Juice was a hell of a blocker, and when Juice catched the ball, he had movement. Patrick Ricard catches the ball, and essentially his move is, I'm so big that you cannot tackle me. And that works, right? For a couple extra yards. You actually have movement. He can move, he can try to juke, he can hurdle you. He was still strong but finesse at the same time. That's the difference, right? I like our guy Patrick Ricard, but Juice is better in my opinion.
I don't know about to say he's better.
You don't think Juice is better than Ricard as a fullback?
I don't want to compare the two.
Okay.
But I would probably say that they're right on even footing, and the reason why I say that is because Juice, even though he's a better offensive player, he only plays offense.
Well, yeah.
So Patrick Ricard being a defensive player, I think that kind of evens the playing field.
True. I guess I'm saying more as a fullback, the Juice is better.
Oh yeah, definitely as a fullback, Juice is better.
So.
But yeah, I mean, like, what do you think the score is going to be for this game?
I haven't dived in completely, but I think it's going to be a close one. Although I have been saying that the past 2 weeks, and then we get blowouts, and I'll take those blowouts, but I think it's going to be a close one. We'll see. Definitely, it's going to be interesting. Same thing with the Bills. The Bills will be coming from a mini bye, so it's going to be a close one in my opinion. I don't know. I don't know about the Bills, but definitely the Niners one, I think it's going to be close, meaning maybe like a 10-point game, us up, but I'll definitely gonna be, doing my score prediction later on in the week.
Yeah, I mean, I might be drinking a little bit of that purple Kool-Aid a little too much, but I think it's gonna be 45-10.
Woo, man. So another chilling game, huh? Another relaxing game.
I see it, and one of the biggest reasons because you got the 49ers, the defense is ferocious on the pass rush. But that passing attack, that passing defense ain't that good. I almost want to guarantee that they're ranked 20th right now. They're probably going to hit around the 30th after we're done with them.
Yes, so they are actually number 1 total defense.
But that rush, the running attack, they're not really good at it.
No, they're 19, I think we check. But it's funny. Look at this, Asmodeus. If we beat the Patriots, not the Patriots, the Niners, and if we beat the Bills, we will have beaten the number 1, 2, and 3 overall defense. That's insane. And they still want to give credit to my boy.
I hear everyone's what they're saying about being ticked off about it. I'm kind of in the boat of it's cool, let them sleep, because at the end of the day, I still love at least the idea that the Ravens are a dark horse in the NFL. They're not really anymore this season, but I love it when we're doubted a little bit because it just gives us a little extra chip on our shoulder.
It feels us. Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing. I see people putting here score predictions 38-3, 32-20, 36-14, 43-6. So a lot of people are with you, man. A lot of people are with you.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at the, I don't know if it's Vegas, but it was in the office we do this CBS. Basically, it's like a fantasy pool where you decide which team is going to win. I want to say they gave us like a 68% chance of winning, which is insane, considering the 49ers are 10-1.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything bad about the Niners. The Niners are a good team. That D line spectacular. I mean, it's second to none. That D line is legit. That's the big thing. But again, my thing is, it's when you have an aggressive D line like they have, you run at them. And then they're gonna start holding that pass rush.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, this is the other crazy thing, and I'll go ahead and I'll finish it off with this. But it's looking fairly likely. I'll probably say it's a 50-50 shot between 49ers and the Saints. But it's looking almost like it's going to be a repeat of 2012.
I will not discard Seattle, though. Seattle beat them in San Fran.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that.
Look, the reality is, it's something I said somebody at work. The Niners lose to us, right? And Seattle wins. I don't know who they play. I think they're playing Monday night. Oh, the Vikings. So Seattle wins. If the Niners lose, the Niners wake up Tuesday in the 5th seed. That's insane because Seattle is up there. Now, we took care of both of them if we beat San Fran. But, yeah, man. So the Niners might have to go on the road the whole playoffs if they're not careful. Right? The reality is, if Seattle, they have to play Seattle again. If Seattle beats them again, they're probably just going to be the 5th seed. That's insane. So, yeah, I wouldn't discard Seattle yet. And obviously, the Aints, they're good. I like them.
Yeah, I feel ridiculous. I forgot about
That's okay, man.
About Seattle. I don't know why I forgot about them.
It happens. This is, they're both of them they're out west. But yeah, man, I don't forget about Seattle because that's the one team that people talk about that might be better than the Ravens.
You said wait, what?
Some people not better than the team that the Wilson is the MVP candidate over Lamar. That's the one team. So.
Oh no! That's just Stephen A. Smith being Stephen A. Smith.
There's a couple others. But after this performance, I think we took back that narrative. But before yesterday's game, there's still people saying that Russell Wilson over Lamar.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Stephen A. was saying that I think he was. I want to say he was still sticking with Russell, but I might be wrong. Or it might not have been him sticking with Russell, but I think he was saying that he still thinks Russell's the better quarterback, even though Lamar is the MVP, which makes no sense.
It's, Stephen A. Smith is finding that good stuff over there in New York somewhere. I don't watch it much, but.
You talking about? We're still talking about Stephen A. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the thing is that he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, so I mean you can't expect him to say anything that's like you can't expect him to give us credit.
Yeah, I barely watch any of these sports talk because I don't want that opinion to be tainted. Usually, I know if somebody's dissing us because of Joe Newell, he likes to do rebuttals, and we do it sometimes for the Wednesday show, but. Or if you guys tag me on Twitter, that's the other way that I see this stuff. But other than that, I don't have time for the nonsense.
Yeah, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, it kind of is nonsense. They switch so often, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing, why did I say there's nonsense? I'm not trying to diminish the media. My big thing is, they're trying to push it. In argument, right? Me and Nua, for example, I'm not saying that we're better than none of them. Obviously, they're high-profile people. We are not looking to disagree for the sake of disagreeing. When we disagree, we just disagree. Stephen A., Max, and Skip, and Shannon Sharp. I love Shannon Sharp, by the way. But they look for ways to disagree to make it interesting. I got it. That's TV. But that's when they start making nonsense arguments because they know they had to say something just to make it interesting. For us, me and Nuvo, it's like, if you don't like what you're saying, you just don't like it. But I'm not gonna, because then you're gonna call me out on something that I really didn't believe in, right? So I'm gonna tell you what I believe in, regardless if it is good or not. That's my main thing.
No, I definitely hear that. I mean, I that I think it's one of the reasons why all y'all are getting a lot more. Like all y'all are growing because of that reason. And I mean, I feel like not even just on the Ravens side, but I feel like it's growing on the different teams as well. Is because you got the people from the media who are beholden to as like producers and everything, and then critics, and then you got sponsors and all that. But y'all get to be impartial and say your actual opinions, which I think comes across as a lot more genuine.
Yeah, and it's Chief Tron said Lamar going to get the ring this year, and Steven is gonna say it's sustainable. And you know what? This is somebody asked me at work. Oh my God, do you think this is sustainable? My answer is, to be honest, probably. But if it's not, and he can get me a ring, you just enjoy the ride. Are we winning? Yes. Are we dominating? Yes. So why should I change? Why should I change? That was the problem with RG3. He was dominating, he was winning, and he said, I need to change. And he wanted to do a completely 180. And instead, if he wanted to change, just do it gradually and still utilizing his leg and still kill it. He wanted to do 180, and he wasn't good. Lamar has, look, last year he barely threw. This year he was like, nah, I'm going to throw. And when he throw, I mean, he's completing, more than 70% in the past couple games. So Lamar's smart. That's the reality. He's just a smart dude. That's what it is. He's just smart. He knows how to kill it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, like, so I'm gonna make a comment. I'm gonna make a point, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hang up because I want the other people to go ahead and have a shot too. But the whole sustainability question, that's not really a question because here's the thing, right? So Lamar's showing that he's able to throw, and he's amongst the best, number one, if not top two in throwing right now in the league, and he's showing it. As he goes into his career, when he maybe slows down because of age or whatnot, maybe he does, maybe he doesn't get injured. That happens to any quarterback whether they're running or not. But even in those situations, the fact that at 22 he's showing he can throw this well.
I agree.
I imagine that he could have a similar career like Randall Cunningham had, where he was a running quarterback at first, but then he ended up having a resurgence in Minnesota as a throwing quarterback.
I agree. The reality is with Lamar, he's already made strides in the passing game. And again, dude is smart. Main thing that I want to say with the sustainability argument is, look, Lamar doesn't have a big frame. Got it. He's not Cam Newton. Cam Newton is a specimen. Dude looks great. But how many physique-wise players look like Lamar? They are wide receivers, and they're sustainable, right? Lamar's not even taking as much beating as them. How many pocket quarterbacks better body than Lamar? Meaning they're big guys like Big Ben and Darnold, all the other ones. They stay in the pocket and they get crushed because they couldn't move from the pocket. Running the ball for Lamar, that doesn't necessarily mean getting more hits. That means running a rushing attempt for him could be avoiding a big hit. If you go with a narrative, if you rush 9 times, he's getting in danger. I will say to that person, that is BS, because at that 9 times, 3 or 4 times he might have got hit. 5 of those other times, he's running to the outside, not getting hit. Even more, if Deshaun Watson, when he played the Ravens, if he would have done similar to what Lamar did, he wouldn't got 7 sacks. he wouldn't even got that many hits. He had room to run, but the Ravens noticed that he was shy for running. So all he did was sitting in the pocket and getting sacked. That pocket is not the safest place for the quarterback. So a rushing attempt doesn't mean you're gonna get clogger. So for those people that are saying, can he sustain that? I don't know the answer to that. You will not. Nobody knows the answer until 10 whatever years from now. But the reality is, his rushing attempts is avoiding him from taking big hits, and most of his rushes are from the outside. He might take 1 or 2 big hits per game, but you know what? So does Wentz. So does Jimmy G. So does a lot of the quarterbacks that just sit in the pocket. So.
Yeah, I mean, gosh, I said I was gonna hang up the past 2 times. I'm gonna say this, and I'm seriously gonna hang up. But my last point is, look at Alex Smith, look at Joe Theismann. You know, all respect to them. Look at quarterbacks who stay in the pocket, and they got hit and potentially career-ending injuries in the pocket. So yes, you can get hit running. Yes, you can get hit being in the pocket. There's no such thing as being safe in NFL football.
Okay.
It's football. It's a contact sport.
Exactly.
You're gonna get hit. It's regardless. It's part of the game.
I agree.
But that's all I got to say.
That's it, man. Thank you for calling. Thank you for joining the live stream. I'll see you next week, man. And I'll see you also Sunday the 8th. Take care, bro.
Yeah, man, definitely.
Okay. So as I'm going to start closing the live stream, it's been almost an hour and a half. Thank you for everybody for joining. This Sunday, 10:30 at Bluegrass. I'm going to be live streaming from 10:30 to noon. Next Sunday, also live streamed from 10:30 to noon for the Bills game, but we're going to stay there. We're going to do a watch party. Go check the promo out. It's in the description below. Come join me. It should be very, very fun. Last but not least, as Modi was saying, also, when Lamar's running the ball, he's watching who's getting hit. Somebody's calling. Yeah, so I'm sorry whoever called, because I'm gonna shut down the live stream. I'll hit you up in the next stream. But anyway, yeah, he's watching who's hitting him. Versus when you're in the pocket, you're vulnerable. So again, don't give me this argument that if you are gonna be running, you're gonna be more vulnerable. It's the same. You're gonna get hit. Somebody's gonna try to take you out. Lamar's running to the outside. He's being smart. He's been pressing in the passing game. He's being impressive in the running game. This Ravens team, this Raven attack has been a complete team from defense to offense and special team. Special team has barely played, to be honest. But overall, team has been killing it. Guys, again, if you can, give it a thumbs up before the live stream, before you head out. I'm working hard to see if I can get you behind enemy lines. If not, I'm gonna drop a video of my review or my preview of the game against the Niners tomorrow. Joe Newell's channel at 9 p.m. And don't forget, Sunday pregame show with callers. So join me that on Sunday. That's gonna be at 10:30 a.m. to noon. So we can enjoy it before the game. Also, if you want to hit me up, always you can hit me at Twitter, Facebook, IG at SEG Sports. Guys, again, thank you for joining. It was awesome. You guys are awesome. Help me get to that 1K. Hopefully I can do it before Christmas. But if not, I appreciate you guys joining me. I will see you guys next time.